Admiral Helena Voss stood in the command center of the US Ragnarok, watching the massive holographic display that showed the approaching Zephyrian armada. 200 vessels, each the size of a small moon, their crystalline hulls gleaming with the reflected light of a dying star. The alien fleet had already consumed 3 systems, their star-harvesting technology leaving nothing but cold, dead space in their wake. Admiral, reported Lieutenant Commander Park, his voice tight with barely controlled fear, the Zephyrian flagship is powering up their stellar extraction array. They're going to drain our sun. Voss nodded grimly. The Zephyrians were an ancient race, older than human civilization by millennia. They traveled from system to system, feeding on stellar energy to power their vast empire. To them, humanity was nothing more than an infestation to be cleared away before the feast began. Time until they reach extraction range, she asked. 17 minutes, Admiral. Captain Maria Santos, the ship's chief engineer, turned from her console. The Ragnarok is ready, Admiral. All systems are green. The quantum singularity core is stable at 97% efficiency. Voss allowed herself a slight smile. The Ragnarok was humanity's first true Stardestroyer. Not just a warship, but a weapon capable of manipulating stellar physics itself. Built in the shadow of Jupiter's moons using technology reverse-engineered from a derelict precursor vessel, it represented everything humanity had learned about the universe in their brief but explosive expansion into space. Communications. Open a channel to the Zephyrian flagship, Voss ordered. The main display flickered, revealing the ethereal form of High Conductor ZYX Thala, the Zephyrian fleet commander. Her crystalline body pulsed with inner light, and her voice resonated like wind chimes in a hurricane. Primitive mammals, she intoned. You will evacuate this system immediately. Your star's energy will fuel our journey to the galactic core. Resistance is futile. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Voss replied calmly. This is humanity's home system. We're not going anywhere. ZYX Thala's form brightened with what might have been amusement. Your species has existed for mere moments in galactic terms. We have consumed the light of 10,000 suns. What could you possibly do to stop us? Let me show you, Voss said, cutting the transmission. She turned to her crew. All hands, prepare for stellar manipulation protocol. Engineering, bring the quantum singularity core to full power. Navigation, plot a course directly toward the enemy flagship. Weapons, prepare the gravitational lance. The Ragnarok shuddered as its exotic matter engines fired, propelling the massive vessel toward the Zephyrian fleet at a significant fraction of light speed. The ship's hull, composed of programmable matter infused with dark energy, began to shift and adapt, optimizing itself for the coming battle. Admiral, called out Tactical Officer Zhang, the Zephyrians are launching interceptors. 3,000 craft, all equipped with antimatter torpedoes. Point defense systems online, Voss ordered. Show them what human ingenuity looks like. The Ragnarok's hull bristled with thousands of automated defense turrets, each one guided by quantum-entangled targeting systems. The incoming missiles met a wall of precisely coordinated fire, exploding in brilliant cascades of light that illuminated the void. We're in range of their stellar extraction array, reported Park. They're beginning the harvesting process. Voss watched as tendrils of energy began to flow from the sun toward the Zephyrian fleet. The process would take hours to complete, but once started, it would be irreversible. Unless... Activate the stellar resonance cannon, she commanded. Deep within the Ragnarok's core, the quantum singularity began to sing. The ship's entire structure became a massive tuning fork, generating gravitational waves that propagated through space-time itself. The waves struck the sun's core, causing it to pulse in a specific frequency, a frequency that would make stellar extraction impossible. Impossible. ZYX Thala's voice crackled over the communication array. You cannot manipulate stellar physics. Your species lacks the knowledge. We're humans, Voss replied, watching as the Zephyrian extraction beams began to destabilize. We learn fast. The Ragnarok dove through the enemy formation, its gravitational lance carving through crystalline hulls like a sword through glass. Behind it, the sun pulsed with renewed vigor, its manipulated frequency creating a stellar storm that engulfed the Zephyrian fleet. This is Admiral Voss to all Earth Defense Command vessels, she announced. The Ragnarok has successfully repelled the Zephyrian invasion. Our sun is secure. As the alien fleet retreated into the cosmic dark, Voss reflected on humanity's journey from a small blue planet to the creators of star-destroying weapons. They had faced the ancient powers of the galaxy and emerged victorious, not through superior technology but through the one thing that made them uniquely human, the refusal to accept defeat. The Ragnarok turned toward home, its quantum engines humming with the music of manipulated stars.